Dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is very important, and that is factors affecting the conduct of international relations of a state. Total words are 1,600. Let us start. As man is the social animal of society, so are the states in international community. As man cannot live and survive alone, so states cannot sustain individually. Therefore, like man, state has to maintain relation with other states. The state has to maintain relation with another state mainly for two reasons. One is to get favor or benefit, either economic or strategic, and other factor is fear. The benefit is occurring. International relation revolves around these two factors, one, benefit and fear. The benefit is occurring from trade and cooperation in various vital fields. The fear of being subjugated by other big and strong states compels states to maintain relation to preserve their integrity and safety. These factors started the history of international relations among states throughout the annals of history. Every state has different levels of interaction with different states. Like man has also materialistic approach and wants to have a gain economic and diplomatic benefits. Economic and materialistic intentions are primary concern in maintaining relations. International politics reveals that states have a different level of relations with other states due to various reasons. Some have very warm and close relations, while many states have a low level of relations. The interaction of world shows that the leaders of states seldom visit many countries while frequently visiting some countries. What is the reason for this high and low level of interaction? The US presidents, let me name it, Bush Sr., Bush Jr., Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump and Joe Biden never bothered to visit Pakistan while visiting Israel, India, despite our sacrifices and efforts in combating the so-called war against terrorism and defeating communism and disintegrating USSR. They frequently visited Saudi Arabia, China, Japan, Britain and Russia. They even do not visit to small countries of Europe, Africa and Asia. The question agitates the mind: what is the reason behind this apathetic attitude in an international relation? There are various factors and reasons for low and high levels of international relation. We have to discuss these factors which are affecting the international relations of countries. There are tangible and intangible factors which affect the international relations of a state in the global system. Many factors narrated by Western writers were in their favor, but following the end of World War II and eventually the end of Cold War, these factors have lost their relevance in international relations. These below mentioned tangible and intangible factors directly or indirectly affect the international relation of every state. Number 1, geography, topography and geopolitics. Number 2, natural resources. Number 3, population. Number 4, economic factor. Number 5, modern technology and military advancement. Number 6, cultural, social and historical factors. Number 7, political stability and form of government. Number 8, wisdom of leadership and national morale. Number 9, quality of diplomacy in international system. Number 10, ideology. Number 11, international power structure or global strategic environment. Number 12, public opinion. Number 13, membership in alliances and international treaties or regional organization. This lecture throws light on essential and main factors only. Number 1, geography, natural resources and population. The geography, population, natural and human resources of a state are an important factor that affects various aspects of IR, international relation, in one way or another. Geography is a permanent factor, yet it has lost its position or significance as a deterministic factor due to unimaginable technological innovations. In today's world, USA, Russia, China, Britain, European Union are playing an effective roles in the world affairs, not because of their vast size, but because of combination of above mentioned factors. There are many other large states, but their role in international relations is negligible. Ideally located states enjoy the fruits of their geography that compel other states to maintain relations for their economic and strategic benefit. The ideal location of Pakistan, which is at the confluence of Middle East, West Asia, Central Asia and South Asia and adjacent to Indian Ocean, gives it enormous importance in international politics or in international relations. The major powers of the world wishes to have cordial relation with Pakistan. The USSR could not gain foothold in Indian Ocean due to unfriendly relation with Pakistan. The US, Russia and China are dependent on the cooperation of Pakistan to meet their interest, whether these are strategic or economic, in the Middle East and Africa. International relations of states are not always depend upon one factor. The countries of Middle East, even with a small size but with abundant natural resources and central location, have been playing a very active and important role in international relations. Their international relation is much high as compared to other countries. Japan is relatively a small-sized state, and yet its role in international relations has been active and influential due to its technological advancement and economic development. Israel, despite being a small-sized state, has been influencing the course of international politics in the Middle East, Europe and the United States. England and Japan, being Iceland, have more secure. Similarly, the US, far away from Europe and Asia, remains secure from attack. However, the transformation of war, technology and mode of attack by non-state actors have not spared any country's security. The terrorist attack on US by non-state actors have transformed the course of international thinking and vulnerability. In current world politics, the geographic factor has lost its importance due to the staunch ideological spirit of self-immolation and covert support by historical adversaries to non-state actors. The topography of the land, its fertility, climate and location are the major geographic factors that influence the internationalization of a state. Suitable topographic factors can promote IR and compel other states to establish relationship. The population is a potent source of national power, provided states utilize human resources efficiently. The educated, innovative, and productive population contributes to the economy of country, while the unproductive population is a burden on the state. Those countries are powerful and have efficiently utilized their natural resources and human resources. The productive human resources have taken their states to the highest level of economic development and technological advancement. The US, Europeans, and Chinese productive population has vindicated this fact. The unproductive or only consuming population of 57 Islamic countries endowed with enormous natural resources also vindicate the fact that they are still dependent on others. Major powers. Natural resources are the gift of nature. The mere presence of natural and raw material is not enough. Those countries that utilize their natural resources are enjoying good relations with a majority of states and securing their vital national interests. The majority of states have abundant natural resources, but due to lack of technological know-how are dependent on technologically advanced powers. Large quantity of natural resources have made it possible for Middle East and Persian Gulf nations to establish relations with countries that are dependent on energy, which is the lifeline of their industrial development. The natural resources and capacity to explore it is directly linked with the level of IR. Number 2. Economic development. Economic development has become a vital determinant factor in measuring international relations in present era. Much depends on the capacity of the state to attain economic development by exploiting and utilizing bestowed natural and human resources. The United States, China, and Russia become economic power by utilizing their resources. These states are highly industrialized and economically developed states. These economically developed states are using foreign aid as a tool for securing their vital global interests. In fact, economically, technologically, and industrially developed states are playing a more vigorous role in international relations than less developed countries. Thus, the level and nature of economic development, industrialization, and modernization are important factors in boosting international relations. The ability to provide technical know-how to less developed states has been an instrument of influence. The developed states have always used the technology factor for putting pressure on developing nations. The rise of Russia, Britain, France, China, Germany, and Japan are typical examples. The new version of the technology developed by major powers has outdated old technology. The sophisticated aircraft carriers of the USA, Russia, Britain, and China are more powerful than many states of the world. New technologies possessed by major powers have compelled states to dance to their tune. Number 3. Military preparedness, innovation in military technology. Military preparedness is the most apparent and tangible factor for boosting state international relations and procuring strategic and economic interest. The technological innovation, quality and quantity of armed forces are vital factors in the military preparedness of the states. The technology of warfare and strategy has determined the fate of nations since time immemorial. From the beginning, less military preparedness would invite attack from powerful countries, make it vulnerable. Afghanistan, Kuwait, and recently Ukraine could not protect their sovereignty and territory from attacks. The military preparedness of Pakistan is a deterrent to India's expansionist policy. A state with high degree of warfare techniques has superiority over an adversary. These are cumulative factors that also leave an impact on international intercourse among the states. The social, cultural, and historical factors of states are important and valuable factors for enhancing international relations. The weakness of most of the Asian and African states has been largely due to the presence of internal dissension, disagreement, and conflicts among their peoples. They are divided. The political stability in any state impacts the level of international relations. The political, economic, and strategic wisdom of leadership of any country is an invaluable element for boosting international relations. Their prudent and judicious decisions have a direct impact on international relations. Wise leaders have dragged out many degraded countries from a quagmire of degradation. International power structure or global strategic environment is also a boosting factor. The international relations of a country is to a great extent determined by the quality of diplomacy. Viable and potent diplomacy can bring warring states on an agreement. The ideology can be an effective factor in enhancing international relations. Ideology forges unity among various states professing the same faith and thus contributes to the enhancement of their international influence in international relations. Membership in military alliances and regional organizations such as NATO, SCO, SAARC, ECO, OIC, Non-Aligned Movement also contribute to enhancing IR in the international system due to alliance with one or another powerful group. Wish you good luck. Thank you very much.